was thinking of giving my EXA some proper maintenance. I'm looking for a good spot somewhere down on the surface. Maybe I should help Alisa search for a good location and let hand with the equipment too. Wouldn't you mind if I helped out with the search? I could lend a hand or two with the equipment too. This could be the chance I was waiting for. What was that? Nothing, nothing. Thanks for offering, Rean. You mind if I take you up on it? Rean and Alisa consulted their radars and maps to try to find a suitable location. They soon headed off to one of the more promising candidates, out of view of the public eye. So this is the route Yuna and the others took to Alster last time, huh? We're on the side of the main road here. We should be able to work in peace. We can always escape with Valimar if things go south. Guess we should get started. Can I see the manual? Sure thing, here. Yeah, you probably should have read that on the way there, Rean. Just saying. Looks like you managed to follow the instructions alright so far. I'm surprised. I thought you didn't work on maintenance or the projects and management side of things. I assume you picked it up along the way? Well, I'm still nothing special compared to Tita. But I figure it's kind of silly to be working in this industry if I don't understand what's going on at the ground level. Especially if I want to be able to do something about the destruction caused by the Orbal weaponry. I do my best to revise this manual so that it's easier for the average consumer to do their own maintenance. That's seriously impressive, Alisa. You really worked hard to make it this far without relying on your mother or her connections. No help from Sharon this time either, huh? Right, although now I wish I did have her here, for different reasons. Alisa. Say, Rean? What is it? When you offered to help me out today, I was really happy. For a second, I actually thought about turning you down. But in the end, I thought better of it. There's something I need to say.
Rean, I love you.
But only as a friend.
Since the day we met, I've known you were the only one for me.
Alisa, Sorry for springing this on you, I just had to get it out in the open, so I can bury these feelings deep in my heart after getting some closure. Is this about your dad? Yes. First my mom decides to cooperate with the government and make all these crazy Panzer soldats and weapons of war. Then the one who's been like a sister to me all my life turned against us. Alisa? Then finally it turns out my dad's still alive, then he's involved with the curse of Erebonia. Altina and Milliam have suffered so much, all because of my family. And you've been forced to carry such a huge burden. I can't help but feel responsible, and it's just too much. I really am sorry. First I tell you I love you, and then I take it back. That's why I need things to go back to the way they were. I need to be able to focus on helping you, just as a friend. I don't want to waste energy clinging to some hopeless dream. So please, let's just... Alisa? Alright, I understand. If that's how you feel, I won't push you. But please, Alisa, just keep this in mind. I'm grateful that you want to be there for me, but if you ever need me for anything, I hope you'll let me be there for you too. And at the end of the day, I'm still glad you told me how you feel. Okay. Thank you. Right now, that'll have to be enough for me. Alright, let's get back to work. There's still plenty for both of us to need to do. We can't slow down now. Alisa, yeah, you're right. Alisa and Rean finished up their repairs and returned to the Merkaba. Although their feelings were hard to put into words, they still parted ways with a smile. Huh, so we didn't have to fight for once. Silveria spoke to her about that, so we'll do hers. Alisa, it may be too risky for the Courage pseudoplot, of course, for Rura at the moment, but if we use Valimar instead... Alisa then gratefully accepted Rean's rather convincing proposal. After inviting Sharon to come along with them, the trio had Valimar take them to Rura via the Spirit Path. What a relief. I'm so glad to see you're alright, Miss Alisa. And you too, Sharon. I had heard you quit, but here you are. I'm sorry for worrying you guys, and I apologize for all the complications I've surely caused. We'll hear none of that. You two are the reason business here in the 4th Division is as stable as ever. I've also been in contact with Chairman Arena. We're to investigate something regarding the 5th Division, correct? Yes, and if my intuition is correct, we should be able to flesh out everyone involved with the plan we discussed earlier. We've taken control of the internal network and would greatly appreciate your assistance in this endeavor from here on. Of course, we'll take care of anything you need. Right, we'll show you the full capabilities of the 4th Division. By the way, you wouldn't be Miss Alisa's you-know-what, would you? Hey Dios, what's wrong with you? Do you know how to read a room? Well, it looks like we're all set to go. We'll leave you guys to it then. 4th Division really comes through in a pinch, huh? They truly are most excellent, each and every one. Though I think they dedicate themselves to more than the work is learning all the details of their beautiful general manager's love life. Let's just leave the topic for another day. We have an investigation to get to, don't we? Thanks to the vigorous efforts of the 4th Development Division, the group managed to gather information on the company's internal activities. With Alisa and Sharon working together and Rean offering his input as well, the group eventually drafted a hypothesis of sorts. The crux of being the 5th Development Division as it stood in official capacity was just a front. It did not operate as a standard division, but rather as one in the shadows, maneuvering and directing members from each of the other divisions in secret. This seemed all too possible, given that numerous members up across departments had confirmed to be engaging in mysterious and inexplicable acts. Further, they discovered several employees were currently on leave of some sort, some of whose whereabouts were completely unknown. With this intel in hand, Alisa made an official report as General Manager to Chairman Arena. The group then developed plans to amend the issues so as to prevent any underhanded activity from harming operations. That sure was a lot to go through. Definitely, but it sounds like things went just about as well as you could hope for, right? I wasn't surprised to hear that most of the employees wrapped up in this mess were struggling with debt or other hardships. It's never a nice thing to see, but investing such thorough attention and discussion into the situation really brought things back to normal. Yeah, though it'll probably take a while to clear things up for everyone since there were so many staff involved. Still, even if things aren't 100% up to par yet, I can tell we're moving in the right direction. I'm sure. You know, Alisa, I think this is the happiest I've seen you all day. Oh? Yeah, to be honest, I was having all kinds of weird thoughts for a while. Just got so worked up over one thing to the next. But after what happened with the spectral moon mirror and the gargantua, I managed to solidify my determination. No more doubts. Well, I guess Sharon coming back and reconciling with Mom played a big part in it too, but that sounds pretty self-centered, doesn't it? I don't think it sounds that way at all, Alisa. War may be drawing near, but if the Rhineford group re-established itself as the upstanding company it once was, it would inspire all sorts of people. Depending on how things develop, it's possible this war might not last long without an increase in arms production. That's true, of course, we'll still have to contend with all the complications the National Mobilization Law throws our way. But all the technicians and engineers out there do have their own ideas and dignity to uphold. If this incident causes a stir, it's sure to be a source of hope to them and whoever else may need it. Thank you, Rean, for bringing me this far. Don't mention it, all I did was open the spirit path. You don't need to be so modest, you're the real reason, Rean. It's the courage you gave me time and time again that's made this all possible. Facing Sharon and Mom, being ready to confront the man who used to be my father. All of it, so thank you. I couldn't be happier to be here at your side. Alisa? Do you remember the talk we had during the maintenance checkup a while back? That. I never ask anything unreasonable of you. I know how complicated things are, trust me. But it wasn't impossible to take the first steps to rebuilding a massive company like Rhineford. You've even begun to patch things up with Sharon as well as between you and Arena and the others. So I can have my hopes at least, right? Because I can see the light our relationship has. Warm and welcoming and waiting for us to take a chance.
Rean. Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. As long as we believe, we'll never lose sight of that light.
Sharon soon returned and offered kind words to Rean and Alisa. They then headed back to the Courageous Two together after saying their goodbyes to the 4th Development Division. So yeah, the other girls confess to him, but he confesses to Alisa. Wonder if they want you to have a specific relationship. Okay, let's spend some time with Alisa, shall we? Alisa.
Rean!
I'm glad you came. For a moment I thought you weren't going to show.
I'm sorry.
I see. Then you don't...
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. when all you've done is your best. And I'm only realizing now how stupid I've been acting this whole time.
Alisa. You don't need to think of it like that. You did what you had to. I'm the sacrifice, Alisa. No one knows how tomorrow might turn out. This might be your last chance to talk. I don't want either of us to have any regrets. That's why I asked you to meet me here. Alisa, I need to tell you how I feel.
Wait. Please, let me say it first. This time, for real. I'm going to be brave, so please. I love you. Maybe it's not fair after I was so wishy-washy about my feelings. But I can't give you up. I just can't. I want you, Rean. Here, with me.
Alisa. I feel exactly the same. I want to be with you too, Alisa.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, almost like a dream.
Rean, I'd like to stay with you tonight. Would that be okay?
Of course, the whole night through, until dawn breaks. And there's your Orbal Beau unlocked.